Alrighty, Mr. Gatekeeper here. I have a Texas Star 667. This already had a power mod done to it. My apprentice, Mr. 409 Muddy to the Duck, done the power mod on this. He done a real good job. Real good job on that power mod. I like it. Alrighty. Let you see what we got going on here, man. This thing's got two big honking fans on this thing, man. This fella's been running this amp full blast variable all the way up on high, green button out, hitting 20-30 watts PEP in this damn thing for like a year and a half, 2 years, man. I ain't never had no problem with it, because he's got them fans beating on that heat sink, keeping that thing cold. But I had a request to do something that I kind of told myself I really didn't want to do, or that I wouldn't do in the future, which is do a Class C bias conversion. He wants this Class C biased. The reason why, a lot of you that know me personally, you know I'm a big Texas Star fan. I respect Texas Star. Big fan of their designs. It's probably got a lot to do with me having a this particular amp right here is my first real amplifier, you know. And I understand what they are, you know. They're linear amplifiers, man. Linear amps. And to me, Class C in one, I mean, I guess I can understand Class C in the 1600, the straight 8, so you can drive a little bit more volts into it and without blowing the biasing circuit out of it. I mean, I could understand that. But to me, you know, it's just kind of like a disgrace. Y'all, anybody's got some technical know-how about this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. But hell, it ain't no big deal, man. I'm just talking. This fella wants it, I'll do it. He wanted me to show an output before and after, which, you know, it's going to be pretty neat. I have not Class C'd this particular unit before. I've never Class C'd a 667 before. I have Class C'd a two other models. So it'd be kind of neat to see, you know. I know what he's hoping for. He's hoping for an increase in wattage, and let's hope so. I know there'll be a decrease in amperage. I know that. I mean, I don't have an amperage meter. I need to get me one, but there will be a decrease in amperage. The efficiency is going to go up dramatically, but I hope there is an increase in wattage. Right now, he wanted me to do this on the bird meter. So we have this meter hooked up differently than we normally do. It's hooked up on the output, which I have purchased another meter, y'all, but guess what? Mr. Gatekeeper got ripped off up in Manchester. I just hooked that meter up and the dang needle don't go past 100 watts. I mean, the guy told me it worked perfectly, but hey, that's the risk we take in buying equipment. Alright, I've already checked it. This thing is doing no more than about 210 bird RMS wattage. I'll go ahead and show you that now. Everything's balls to walls, everything's up high. Go ahead and turn it on. We're on this supply right here. Down here. And that's your dead key too, no audio. right there at no swing or nothing. Turn the variable down a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more than that. Lord. So the variable all the way up. Deck in 200 watts. Lord. No swing. So that lets you know right there. Oh yeah, let me let you know what the voltage is dropping to. It's hard to see the voltage. Oh, 13.7, 13.8. Alright, 13.7, 13.8. Using that crappy little supply down there. I don't have any other supplies that are regulated right now. My new power supply right there, which I'll be making an individual video for, built for me by my buddy, my personal homeboy, Mr. Real Deal, built just for me, just for the Gatekeeper. And a Washington speaker box. He built that joker just for my bench, y'all. He could tell I needed one, and I ain't got no time to build nothing for myself. I probably could put on the only thing I was worried about is the fans. There's no resistors on these fans, and they're 12-volt fans, and I was worried about if I turned them on a non-regulated supply, like I was gonna hook it up to that real quick, since that is on a medium tap. But the thing about it is the voltage is flowing at 19 volts, so I didn't want to turn this on giving these fans 18 volts and fry them, you know. That's the only reason I got a hook down there. So 13.8 volts, 13.7, 13.8, it's doing 200 bird on the dead key with no swing. So that'll kind of let you know, the fella that's been running it, that runs it on high like this, that's what he's been doing. He's pretty much been on the ball with it. So I guess that's you know, and I mean, I'll give it to him. Them fans have kept this box alive. Without these fans running it like he runs it, this box would not be in perfect working order like it is. Definitely would not. And I'm not surprised with him run. I mean, he runs a little bit more power than me on the bench I got right here. I think he runs a little bit more, like 8 bird or something. I'm only putting about 4 bird into this amp right now, and I think he runs like something like 6 to 8 birds. So I'm sure he's been saturating these transistors this whole time. And I always told him, you know, press that green button in, man, and let her swing, you know, but he don't do that. So I would not doubt that these transistors could be a little on the weak side. When I seen 200 bird, I was like, I was looking more for maybe like 250, 280, maybe 300. I mean, it's not going to be as much as a Class C would be, but it is what it is. The transistors could be a little bit on the weak side. I'm not saying they are. I'm just kind of just giving all the options here. You know, I try to give any kind of information that could help anybody in any way when I do these videos. So, all right, we're going to go do the Class C conversion, and we'll be back to see if there's any increase or what's going on. I'm real interested to see myself. Mr. Gatekeeper said it. We'll be back. Alrighty, well, here we are back after the Class C conversion. Got her cleaned up really well, even sucked all the solder out of the holes, making it look really good in factory. Can't even tell anything was done right there. Some people like to use the chokes that were already there, sending the B+ bias voltage to the base of the transistors at the back of the transformer. Me personally, I just feel better using your conventional chokes that we normally use in our Class C's. Alrighty, just to let you understand this. I mean, everything in this amplifier, all these resistors, all this, I mean, all of this is designed around being an AB biased amplifier, okay? So after I done the conversion, had no dead key. Put it on high, as it is now. Still had no dead key. Getting about 30, 40, maybe 50 more bird out of it. Maybe even more than that. I'd have to get a smaller slug to be able to see all that, but it had absolutely no dead key, and this was why. Okay, with this being Class C, the biasing is totally different. You don't have the same gain on the input of the base of the transistors. Answer it, tell them what I'm doing.
Hello.
So,
hey there.
you got this 75 ohm right here.
No, he's not sleeping. He's doing a
You got this 50 ohm right here.
Call you when he gets finished with it.
And also you got a couple like
Bye-bye.
what is that, a 6.2, I believe, 6.2 ohm, 27. All of those are different combinations, like when you have the delay in, both in, or just that in, the delay out. So basically the way it is, when you have it on high, this 75 ohm is hooked to ground when you have it on high. So even with that being hooked to ground, it allowed to have no dead key with the 1 watt dead key going into it. So I went ahead and took the 75 ohm out, so that it only, at that point it's only got this 27 ohm, and there might be one more resistor, and well, no, I don't believe there is. I think that's it right there, and allowed them to have a dead key. At that point right there, you can just take this variable and adjust the dead key accordingly. And I'll just leave the rest as is. If you wanted to get real creative after you Class C at Texas Star, you could get in here and change some of these values. Just play around with it. Take that 75, maybe try 30 or something like that. It's just the resistors are going to be more sensitive on the Class C because of the biasing, the way the input is. Basically, you can kind of look at it, they're going to be more effective on a Class C because of the biasing. You ain't got that voltage hitting the base of the transistors the second you key. It's more of a it's hard to to go in. You have to take a look at the way the charts are set up by the different biasing and understand that a little bit better. I of course don't understand it all. But so let's go ahead and let you see. It's pretty neat. It does have a little increase. And now it's also pulling a little bit more amps. Not because the Class C, the AB is going to pull more amperage. This is just pulling a little bit more amperage because it's doing a little bit more wattage. This is now able to be put on volts. I've looked through here. I can look again just to make sure there's no 16 volt caps that it'll be hitting. I don't believe so. I'll look one more time. But this is now able to be put on the unregulated power supply, and that's what I'm going to try. The only thing I'm going to have to do is unsolder the fan, because I can't put no 19 volts to this fan. We're going to hook it up on this unregulated supply, and then we're going to see if we can get about 300 bird out of it. It's still a Texas Star regardless. The way the wraps are, you got the high wrap, four on the out there. So I doubt that it's going to be able to get up to your average 400 bird. I mean, I ain't saying it can't. Just you're going to have to put it on a good voltage, good volts, about 15 and a half. Because once you're hitting that 400 bird, you're right there around the 900 to 1,000 PEP. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and show you the increase. And by the way, the light and everything still works. The needle is balls to walls. Alright, here we go. Get up. Get up. Just a dead key. So you get the same point, you know, it's not swinging backwards. The same thing, the dead key of the swing there. And here's what I'm talking about the dead key here. I'm going to key and slowly turn the variable down. See what I'm saying? Down, down, down. So you can sit there and control that dead key and put it right where you want it. Alrighty, well, it looks like if I count my notches here, let's see, that'd be good. That'd be 300. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say 50. Yeah, about 50 to 60 watt bird increase. Which, if you was looking at that on a PEP scale, you would see about 100 watt PEP increase. So if you're looking at on your conventional meters and this was only doing 700 watts, after the Class C conversion, you would see 800 watts. You know, so maybe even more. Doing like 50 or 60 bird, you know, that could be up to 1 to 150 PEP. So I'm impressed. I wasn't sure if you was going to see a noticeable. I mean, I know you should see a noticeable output, but so that's pretty neat, man. I'm not a big, huge fan of Class C in these units, just because I love Texas Star with all my heart, and I hate to see them be violated. It ain't nothing personal, though, man. You know, to each unit its own. It's a good linear AB biased unit. And I tell you what, this thing is AB biased way that I've never seen in my life, man. No diode, not using a conventional diode. All right, let me shut my big mouth and get it hooked up on this little power supply I put together real quick, just for a little bit of testing. I should put it on my new one over here, right? My buddy Real Deal hooked me up with for a little nice gift there, you can say. But I ain't got everything hooked up, so we're just gonna hook it up real quick right here, and I'm gonna unsolder these fans, and I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. We're floating at 18.7 volts. Alright, this is a 100 amp transformer, but it is only medium tap. I can't tell you exactly what amperage it is. It's probably somewhere around 60 or 70. When you change the actual tap voltage, a lot of people don't know this, but you're also changing the amperage capability of the amplifier. Amperage capability of the transformer, it drops as well, which, that kind of plays hand in hand if you think about it anyway. Alrighty, well, pretty happy to see what I was hoping to see. We are getting 300 bird out of it. That is a 4 watt bird input. If I hook this big radio right here and put about 10 to 12 bird in it, it should get close to the 400 mark. But to me, it'd be kind of pushing it with this particular amp. You got to still remember, it's still built. There's just still got that AB bias feel by the way it's built. The wraps on the transformers, this and that. I would beef the combiners up a little bit if I was going to be running it that hard. So let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you the voltage drop first. We got it up on high, like that right there. So let's show you the voltage drop. So that we ain't got a big voltage increase, but we got just a little. I think it's what, a 13, I think it was dropping to 13.4, 13.3, 13.4. And we just, all we're doing is just increasing to 14.1. Now look, we gained exactly 50 watts. Are real close to it. Very close to it. That if you gotta get technical, that is about 390 bird. No, excuse me, not 390. 290 bird, close to 300. Well, there you go. I could hook up the old hot radio to it, but I ain't gonna push it. Plus, I hear the owner of this amplifier pulling on in. So I'm gonna get this fan on here soldered back so he can take it on with him. Y'all have a good one. On to the next. Gatekeeper's gone.